you guys, Alexa the Alchemy here for your weekly card pull. Today's reading is for the week of January 23rd, 2023. For today's reading, I use the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. And this specific video is for anyone who has predominant Capricorn placements in their natal chart. Whether that is your sun, moon, rising, or your north node, this reading is for you. So my dear Capricorns, the card that I pulled for you for this upcoming week was the card of changes. Now, this card comes up anytime you are experiencing or about to experience some pretty significant shifts in your life. I will say up front, if this card scares you or seems a little bit intimidating, fear not. This is an incredibly positive card, especially when it's pulled in the upright position. And your encouragement for this week is to welcome these shifts and changes. Change is the nature of life. It is part of the natural cycle. So anything that you are feeling a resistance to shifting or changing in your life, you will have an opportunity right now to examine your relationship to it. Generally speaking, again, this card is an acknowledgement that there is a positive outcome, a positive turning point, some kind of good luck or good karma that might be coming your way. This is a natural unfolding of your path. So you have an amazing opportunity to let go of old, outdated versions of yourself, your being, your life, the way that you're showing up, and your habits. If you feel like you've been waiting for a miracle, something opening up in the sky, a blessing, whatever. Honestly, my dears, the encouragement for you is that it's coming to you this week. It is on its way. These changes have been unfolding. This has been in process for a long time. So if some of you feel like maybe like energetically you've tapped into this new state of being or this new way of being and you don't really know why you're not seeing it physically manifesting, I feel like some of you this week or today or right now, you might be in a season where that is starting to become a little bit more apparent in your 3D reality or whatever you want to call it. So those things that you've been feeling or downloading or whatever in your mind's eye and your visions and your dreams, now you're gonna have an opportunity to actually see those things unfold in the flesh right before your own eyes. The, again, encouragement for you is that everything in your life or in some area of your life is changing or is about to change. You are not being encouraged to resist it, you are being encouraged to accept it because this change, this shift was and is meant for you. And if you are fearing, oh, well, I need to get XYZ in order before that happens, or oh, I don't know, and if there's, I feel like there's a level of some of you that's like, well, some things need to happen before this does. My dear, it's already on its way to you. This gift from life, whatever it is, maybe it's a new opportunity, a new relationship, a new connection, a new project, a new love, a different outlook on something, whatever this thing is, this blessing that is coming your way. Again, this has been a shift that's been happening underground or like under the surface for a really long time. That change, that process has already begun. And if you are having doubts about whether or not you're actually going to receive it, you are in the right place at the right time for this to happen. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to be anything different. Your goal, your challenge for this upcoming week is to just surrender to this process and to accept it as it occurs. I feel like some of you may have a fear of maybe stepping into something new. And if that is the case, this card comes with the encouragement that you do not need to be afraid to step into something new. And in fact, it will probably really benefit you to welcome self-improvement and to welcome new learnings, new ways of thinking, to welcome this newness as you start saying yes to new experiences. Again, these experiences can be really small things. This doesn't, like, changes doesn't mean everything in your life is gonna change. The whole thing is gonna just 180. Change just means there is a significant piece of or portion of the whole cycle that you're gonna have the opportunity to look at and shift. So the more that you say yes to new experiences, the more that you're opening up the possibility for this to unfold. Now, I will say at the beginning of this year, at the beginning of 2023, I did do a reading for all the zodiac signs for the entirety of the calendar year. The primary message for everyone who has Capricorn placement, and I myself am a Capricorn sun, so it resonates with me as well. The primary message for us for this year was the importance of sticking to the course in the long run, whatever that means to you, and to stay connected to a sense of wonder and awe about life. I feel like if some of you have created or carved out a path for yourself, or there's a path that you envision yourself taking and you want to move forward with that, but maybe you're having questions about it or you're not sure, can I do it? Is this going to be effective, etc. The whole year you have really beautiful opportunities to continually return to this overall goal that you have. And if you step off track a little bit or kind of move here, move there, it's not a big deal, my dear. Like, again, you're at the right place at the right time. So there's no need for you to feel like boxed in of like, I have to do it this way and this way and this way, which is amazing. And that opens you up to experiencing the wonder and the joy and the awe of life. And life has a myriad of experiences for you. You know, there's gonna be highs, there's gonna be lows, there's gonna be moments for learning, failures, mistakes, whatever. I call them lessons, successes, the whole kit and caboodle. You get to experience it all in your life. So I think for this year, again, knowing that you're being called to experience the totality of life in a bunch of different ways, but also in this kind of like here and there spice of life sort of a way, you are still heading in general in a certain direction, a certain trajectory that supports your overall life goal. I think being willing to embrace that along that path, along that trajectory, things are going to shift, things are going to change. That is the nature of life, and that is part of what you are being asked and called to accept and fall in love with for this year. So drink in the magic of the moment that you have, the moments that you have. Everything is always changing. Impermanence is the nature and the way of life. If there are things in your life that you are really enjoying, this week you have a really beautiful opportunity to fully savor them, because you know that those could shift or change at any minute. And if there are things in your life that are really uncomfortable, really challenging, things that you're struggling to navigate, know that, again, change is the nature of life, so those will not always be there. Those are also impermanent, so you have the ability this week, this month, this year, to shift your relationship to life and to begin welcoming impermanence and seeing it as a gift and not necessarily as something to be feared or something that's ruining your life, because it's actually what's giving value and excitement to your days. So my dear Capricorns, step into change, allow it to unfold, embrace it. It's gonna be so beautiful for you, I promise. If there are things that you are struggling with along the way, or if you feel like you need extra support, I would encourage you to check out the other readings that pertain to your sun, moon, rising, and your north node. I post readings like this every single week, so if you found this helpful, please make sure that you also tap subscribe and hit the notification bell below so that you can be notified every single week when I release a new video for you. And if you still would like further support, please reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at alexab.alchemy. I work professionally as a personal coach, so if you would like the support of a one-on-one container, shoot me a message that says Alchemy Method, and I will connect with you about what that might look like. And finally, I do these readings free of charge every single week, so you are not obligated, but if you would like to leave a donation, there is information below on how to do that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me, for spending this time with me, and I'm very excited to see you guys next week on the next one. So cheers, have a beautiful week, and I will see you soon. Bye.